Hello, hello. It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is Thursday, November 6th, 2025, and I'm so happy you're joining me today. I have some brand new products to share with you from the November online exclusives and some card samples to share with you as well. I participated in a swap with some of my demonstrator friends, and so I have about 12 cards, I think, to share with you. Plus, we're going to make a couple more today. I'm excited to play with these brand new products. I can't believe we get new things so often. We're having online exclusives released every other month this year. And so we just had some new products in September with the mini catalog. Now we got more online exclusives. And if you're a demonstrator, you get to see the brand new things that are coming out in the January mini catalog and January online exclusives. Those are going to be available for demonstrators to see next week on Wednesday and to order the week after that on Tuesday, November 18th. So how exciting. Always something new, always something fresh. So I'm excited to share with you these products today. Say hi when you jump on. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm celebrating something big. Stampin' Up finished their year and they had their year-end recognition, and I was a top performer in all 4 categories. So this is really exciting. This is on the last Stampin' Up year, so that took place from October 1st through September 30th of this year, 2025. And I'm so excited to be number 20 overall in the United States as a top performer. Number 21 for my personal sales. Number 27 for leadership, which is having team members promote or advance to a higher title. And number 29 for team building and helping my new team members become qualified and have their first step towards their first promotion. So yes, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all your well wishes. It's been so fun to celebrate. Stamp Up had a really great little recognition party on Tuesday, sharing lots of sneak peeks of those upcoming products and even the cover of the catalog. So I was excited to see that. If you're a demonstrator and you missed that, make sure you check that out in Demonstrator Planning, please. It's so much fun. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you guys are all celebrating with me tonight. It is so fun to celebrate this, and this is all from everybody else. So the sales come from all of my amazing customers who shop with me. The team promotions and team building are all from my amazing team of jubilant stampers. And so those awards would not be possible without all of you. So thank you to everyone who's watching, to my customers, to my team members, for helping me to have such an amazing year. All right, well, you guys are here to do some stamping and to see some new products. And so I'm excited to do that. Am I reading this right? That Sue's in town? That's exciting. I'm so glad you guys are all back. I'm so glad you guys are all back here. I'm trying to keep up with all your comments. And I feel like today, do you have those days where you're just like, my eyes feel older today? I feel like I'm struggling to read the screen today. I keep lowering my glasses and realizing, nope, that's not helping. I do have transition lenses, little bifocals, little baby bifocals, and maybe it's time for stronger bifocals. Okay, let's take a look at the November online exclusive. Stampin' Up has put together this product list for us, and I pinned it in the live chat for it. It's also in the video description. I love these little printouts because you can tuck them inside your catalog and have all the products at your fingertips. I know it's hard when they're only available to see online, and these products are ones that are not printed in a catalog. And so the thing that's not so fun about that is that you don't have all the project ideas. So if you're looking for the amazing project ideas, you're going to find that in the online store. And so I just saved the image and printed it so that I could kind of like make my own little catalog here. So this first suite in the November online exclusives is called Brushed with Beauty. And Mom and I showcased this suite for you on Sunday. And so if you tuned into that video, then you saw our Brushed with Beauty. And so this stamp set and die, there's actually 2 bundles. There's this beautiful sort of distinctive image here with the 2-step flowers. So you have like the solid image, the details on top, and you have that with 3 different size flowers and the leaves as well. And then it has coordinating dies, including some really pretty detailed dies, which I still haven't glued down on anything yet, but they're really delicate, really gorgeous. And we were talking about this a little bit on Sunday, that the detail dies don't necessarily coordinate with the outline dies of the flowers. You could still layer them together, and I think that would be a really pretty look, but they're not going to line up perfectly is what I'm telling you. The designer paper in this suite is so pretty. It has kind of a crumb cake background, and the other colors include some Mossy Meadow, Darling Duckling, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, some Lost Lagoon in there too. Isn't this one so pretty? I love that one. It's my favorite. Calypso Coral, one of my favorite colors. Some early espresso in there as well. And then this suite also brings back vellum. We have had vellum before, and so now it's back in 12 by 12 sheets. And there are lots of techniques you can do with vellum. It's just such a pretty way to add like a layer to your card and soften some of the brighter designer paper that's a little busier. So the vellum is separate. It's not part of the paper pack, but this gorgeous paper is called Brush with Beauty, and it is 12 by 12. I know I cut it down and sometimes that's confusing, but it is 12 by 12. And I have to tell you and give you a heads up that if you are going to participate in my 12 Days of Christmas gift box, the Brush with Beauty designer paper is going to be one of those gifts. And so just one little sneak peek, I want to let you know so that if you like this paper, that if you don't want more than one package, then maybe you hold off on ordering it if you're participating in the gift box. So it's time to sign up for the 12 Days of Christmas gift box. I've been doing this now. This is the 10th time that I have done the 12 Days of Christmas gift box. We've done 12 Days of Christmas in July and 12 Days of Christmas in December. And my very favorite part of this, not only is it like you can be Secret Santa for yourself, but my very favorite part is the daily unboxing videos, like sharing with you every day what it is and then making a project using that gift. So if you would like to sign up for the 12 Days of Christmas gift box, this is my own version. Stampin' Up came out with their little advent calendar, and that one's so much fun, and it's so different because that one, the 12 Days of Crafting calendar from Stampin' Up, is all brand new exclusive things that you cannot get anywhere else, whereas my 12 Days of Christmas gift box includes products that you can order. I think everything for the most part is like consumable, so it's something that you either wouldn't have or would, can use up, so that you're not just having like a bunch of the same thing. Like you don't need you don't need another ink pad or something like that. I know many of you have participated in the past. It's so much fun. So we're going to take signups through November 20th. Gift boxes are going to be going out in the mail November 24th, and the videos are going to start December 1st. So it's coming up so fast. I'm really excited. I've been planning out the box and getting everything ready. If you signed up already, I'll be sending out invoices tonight. And if you sign up now, I'll also send you an invoice as soon as I get your sign up. So check that out at tinyurl.com/Julie gift box. So excited that this paper is going to be one of those items because it is just so very gorgeous. All right, so in addition to the bundles and the vellum, we've got these fantastic pearls, and these are called Pearls of Beauty, and they're sort of like a half pearl, not too bumpy, but not exactly low profile either. They are in white crumb cake and calypso coral. And then, oh, the embossing folder. This one, beautiful pattern embossing folder is part of this suite as well. It's very like almost quilt-like. It is very delicate, dainty, very pretty. I used this on the project that I made on Sunday. And I embossed the vellum in here to create this little card in a card. Did you guys see this video? This was so much fun. I used the stamp set. I used another new stamp set, the sayings. What is that one called again? Banner sayings. And there's a coordinating punch with that. So that was so much fun. Here's some more cards. This one from Susan Campfield. And it has a little tie, and then it opens up. I love that she added a little bit of gold here, that detailed with the gold foil and then the gold ribbon as well. So pretty. And I have another card. Oh, this one. I shared that one on Sunday too. I used the embossing folder here on the petal pink cardstock to create a little banner card. Oh my gosh, so pretty. What do you guys think of Brushed with Beauty? Are you a fan of this one? Is this on your list? I'm sticking my cards over there, and I'm seeing my little bucket of Traditions of Christmas from the retreat on Saturday. We had so much fun, but I wanted to break in and tell you that the Traditions of Christmas designer paper is back in stock, and so if you were waiting for that, it's available now, so you can dig in and get that ordered. Okay, so that's the Petals of Beauty, Brushed with Beauty suite. The other suite in the November online exclusive is called Hobby Haven, and I also printed out the pictures here. I was kind of inspired by all the different ways that they used the items in this suite. So this is a 12 by 12 paper again called Hobby Haven, and it has some kind of busier patterns with different themes. So we've got like a spa theme, we've got a baking theme, book lovers, and plant lovers. I love all the fun little chairs. I just want to sit down and be cozy in this living room. And then some sewing and crafting hobby there. So if you turn these all over, we've got some terrific bead patterns. And the colors in this paper are Coastal Cabana, Petal Pink, Garden Green. What is that brown color? Well, let's look at the package, because the other part of this paper are these laser cut pieces. So you're going to get 2 sheets of the laser cut pieces. And we've been having a lot of paper like this. I kind of love having these little images. So even if you don't want to get like the coordinating stamp set, like you have options for images here. And actually the coordinating stamp set doesn't have any images at all. It is the Creative Haven stamp set and coordinating tag dies. And so this one I think is just a very interesting stamp set to coordinate with the Hobby Haven designer paper, because I feel like these stamp images are a little bit busy, but I got them anyway, and I'm excited to play. I especially love these little tag dies because they are, I think, really versatile, and you can use them for more than just the coordinating stamps. Now, over the weekend when we had the Traditions of Christmas suite, my friend Julia Mazer, she highlighted this suite for us, and we were playing around with the oval punch, because this oval shape looks to me very much like the oval punch, and so we die cut. This is the Creative Haven die, so that's what this one is, and this is the oval punch, and you can see they're pretty close. The Creative Haven die is a little bit narrower and a little bit longer, but they are a very similar shape, and you could almost like layer those together if you wanted. So I just wanted to point out the difference between the oval punch and the Creative Haven dies. Julia did such a great job showcasing this suite, and she inspired something that I want to do on a card today. So actually let's do that right now. Let's make a card. So one more thing that's part of this suite, 2 more things. We have the earthy matte dots, which come in pecan pie and a really gorgeous cherry cobbler, Lost Lagoon, and early espresso. And then the chevron ribbon, which is white and garden green. Is this one on your list, Jaylene, or were you talking about the Brush with Beauty? I apprehensive about Hobby Haven. Although the more I see it, the more I love it. So I feel apprehensive because it's just such busy paper. So here's a card from Kay Cogbill, and she just used one of the little tag dies down here. So happy to have you in my life, and a little die cut, and did some kind of simple layering there. And then here's a card. I actually made this one, and I used one of the little plant die cuts, but I didn't use the busy paper. And so I wanted to challenge myself today to use one of the busier patterns in the Hobby Haven paper. So let's do that. Let's make a little card here with the Hobby Haven designer paper. And we're just going to put a little pause. Oh, actually, really quick, let me backtrack. The Brush with Beauty Suite, Stampin' Up! Is doing a craft class, and they did this with Traditions of Christmas. It is an online class. There is no kit. There is no there are no pieces. It's just access to an online class, which includes a PDF and the video of how to make it. This is going to include instruction to make 4 cards using the Brushed with Beauty suite. And so if you are loving this suite and you want to participate in this virtual class with Stampin' Up, then check that out. It's actually a product that you can buy in the online store, which means that it does count towards Stampin' Rewards. So that's really exciting. And there is no shipping charge for this craft class because it is an online product. So if you are interested, check it out in the online store, 170074. I did buy the Traditions of Christmas craft class, but I haven't done it yet. So I can't give you any firsthand review, but I heard amazing things about the craft class from Stampin' Up. So this is something new that they're doing. I think there's going to be a new one maybe every month, because this is the 2nd month in a row. So this is new from Stampin' Up, the craft class, and these are happening live on Facebook. I think you can still see it later off of Facebook. I'm not entirely sure. Speaking of which, if you signed up for my retreat, the Traditions of Christmas virtual retreat, I sent an email today with all the links off of Facebook. And so make sure to look for that if you haven't already. Now, new here with the November online exclusives are these new stamp packaging. And so I didn't really talk about it, but let's talk about it. So I mentioned that this was going to happen, and now it is starting with the new November online exclusives. There are a few other stamp sets that are filtering in. As they're selling out of their inventory, they're going to switch over to the new packaging. And so starting with November online exclusives, all the stamps are going to be photopolymer. We're not going to have any rubber stamps anymore. They're going to phase those out completely by April 2026. And so we have our stamps on the acrylic sheets, and then sandwiched here in between the paper and then inside the sleeve. And I really love the slim packaging here. It's going to take a little adjustment on my stamp shelf where I keep everything, but I think that the packaging being so slim and being the same size as the dies is going to be really handy. And I wanted to share this tip. I saw this from another demonstrator, and I have to admit I didn't actually watch the video, but I just thought it was really clever the way that they used the stamps to create an image inside the paper insert. I'm hoping that Stampin' Up! Will start to print it on the inside as they've done with the other cases, but right now it's not on the inside. And so the problem is that like this is not the same layout as what's on the front. And so when you're putting your stamps away, it's kind of hard to see if you're missing something, especially when you have a stamp set like banner sayings, where the stamps aren't even like the same like proportion. Like they're on this sheet in a different configuration than they're on here. So what my plan is to take the a light color ink pad, so just smoky slate is what I'm using, and to ink up the image and put it inside the insert. And like I said, I'm hopeful that Stampin' Up! Will kind of adjust their packaging. Now, Julia Mazer, who was here, she, I think, watched the video, and she actually glued her her plastic piece down onto the insert, and I have to say she was kind of having some trouble peeling things apart, and it was really doing a lot of wear and tear on the paper insert. And so I think I'm just gonna leave mine sandwiched by themselves in the plastic, so that I can kind of keep the paper as fresh as possible. So I inked up the whole thing, I stamped it there, so now I have kind of a guide of how it's supposed to be on here. I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to come in with my Stampin' Chamois and just clean the whole thing. It's a little clumsy on camera, but cleaning all the stamps off. You could also, if you wanted to, just take them into like your sink and rinse them and pat them dry. These are not etched very deeply. They stamped good though. Okay, so then when I use a stamp, let's see, I'm actually going to use this one. I'm going to just lay this down. And after I clean my stamp, I'm going to put it down with the flat side up, and then I can line it up perfectly like that and take the rest of the sheet and bring it over the top. And then I'll just keep them sandwiched between the two sheets when I put them away. And that way there's no pulling apart. We're not like pulling and tearing the paper. So that's my plan for storage. A little tip. And like I said, I didn't watch the video. I don't remember who was giving that tip. It might have been several demonstrators as they're playing with their new stamps and the new packaging. That's what I love about the demonstrator community, is we're so good about sharing and helping each other. I'm going to take out these two stamps. This one says, "Friends like you are golden." And the other one says, "Deep breath." I love that sentiment, deep breath, because if you need to send an encouraging word to someone, that is the perfect message. And I know someone who is going to be coming into final season, and that can be a little stressful. So I think a deep breath card is in order. Okay, I'm bringing in my grid paper. I don't know if I need it, but I'm going to bring it in anyway. I'm going to stamp the "Friends Like You Are Golden" in garden green ink on this banner that I previously cut using the Creative Haven dies. Let's grab that. So I'm going to do garden green ink. And this idea is from Julia. I absolutely loved how she layered these two images together. And you might be thinking that's a lot of words, but we are going to cover up the "Friends Like You Are Golden" with our other image. And so you won't even see the words, but you have this amazing background. Isn't that clever? I loved that when Julia shared that in our retreat. I'm going to use, oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to use the pecan pie instead of early espresso. Pecan pie for deep breath. And that's going to go onto the oval. So pretty. I have a little tea bag too right there. I don't know. What do you think? I almost want to use the darker early espresso color. Let's do it this or that. I actually did die cut a second one. So the oval is from Basic Beige cardstock, and then I have pecan pie and garden green, and I just pulled those colors right from the designer paper. the measurements for you in the video description when we're all done. Okay, we'll have to have a little vote and you guys can tell me what you think. The pecan pie cardstock, and then we have our 4 inches by 3.5 piece of designer paper with the spa products, and 1.5 by 4 inches with the garden green plaid design. And then I'm going to add the banner and have the little tea bag. So here's what it looks like with the early espresso, and here's what it looks like with pecan pie. And I don't know why I'm just not loving the pecan pie. I just feel like I want it to look stronger. So maybe, I hear what you're saying, maybe we need to try early espresso for the card base. I'm trying to see if I have one that's cut. I do. Do you prefer, I think it needs to match. So it's either pecan pie on pecan or early espresso on early espresso. There is some early espresso in the designer paper. There's more pecan pie, which is why I started with that color. I think I like the contrast over here better. Debating on whether or not to bring in the ribbon. I was thinking I could add it underneath the oval and do a little bow on the side. Uh-oh. I got lost along the way. Why is it so much harder to tie bows on camera? I think I really like that. Now, some of you might be hearing from other demonstrators who are headed to Backstage. That's a conference for leaders that's happening in Las Vegas next week. And I actually am staying home. I'm not going to Backstage this time. It's just kind of a busy time for me here, and I couldn't quite work it out. But I am excited about On Stage, which is for all demonstrators, happening in March. To look at airfare though. I hear it's quite pricey. All right, there is our focal point. I love that little bow on the side. Oh, I was gonna put the I forgot I was gonna put the tea bag over here. Like, is that too much to add the tea bag on there as well? Let's layer the designer paper. And I should have cut a little piece for the inside. I used to just have like a whole stack of 4 by 5 1/4 pieces, and I ran out and I need to cut some more, but that was really handy when I had that ready. So I don't know, do we like the tea bag? I thought that Deep Breath kind of was a good thing to go with the spa products. And the tea bag, though, is that, maybe that's not quite the right thing. The little spa products, that's a little busy, but I could cut one of these off and kind of just have it be on the side. So you guys can vote for me. Should I use the tea bag or should I use the spa products? Alternatively, we could do like a little coffee. Is that weird though with the spa products? Do we have an individual? A very eclectic mix here. Of items. I like all the little ephemera. Okay, I think one of those is going to be what we'll use. I know, Janice, I do think this paper would go really well with some older stamp sets. We've had a lot of little hobby sets, I think, that have been really fun in the past. I'm going to put the banner over here a little bit so the bow is inside the card instead of being going off the edge. Oh, the tea bag on the inside of the card. Oh, I like that. I think that there's a little, like a teacup as well. Like there's that green one, but I thought there was another little mug. Oh, right here. Ah, come on. That would be really cute on the inside. Okay, so now we have to do it inside. Deep breath. I think you've got this on the inside. That is such a pretty stamp. And, oh, it's not going to fit on that. But we can get out our other big block. Actually, I might need the other big block, but we'll clean it if we need to. You've got this. White cardstock. That's 4 1/4 by 5. Nope, it's 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, it's kind of a big stamp. You've got this. Perfect. All right, to finish off our card, we're going to use some of the earth earthy matte dots. And this comes in Cherry Cobbler, Lost Lagoon, and Early Espresso, and Pecan Pie. But I'm definitely feeling like these espresso dots are a good way to tie that color back in. I never know where to put that third one. Why do I struggle so much? All right, what do you guys think about that? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Robin. So glad you're joining us. Hello, Jean. None on the outside. Yeah, I think I agree with you guys. And this is our first card that we're demonstrating, but we've been sharing several ideas with the different products from the November online exclusive. So this one featuring the Hobby Haven Suite. And I'm excited to do more with this. I really love that layering. Thank you again to Julia for her inspiration. And especially these fun little tag dies I think are going to be really great to play with. I just noticed that they have like little like the oval and the I want to call that like an arched window. the dome shape. There are pieces that you can use to make these into tags, or you can use them just flat like I have, but the other two rectangle ones do have a built-in little eyelet in the center, so kind of versatile in that way. I love that. All right, so there's card number 1, but let's keep going. I have more to show you with the online exclusives. Let's get our product list back out. We're going to make another card or two as well as we go along, but we started with the 2 suites, Brush with Beauty and Hobby Haven. And so next we have some different bundles, and there are lots to choose from. We have the banner sayings, which comes with the punch, and I used that the other day when we were using the Brush with Beauty. The on display, this one's really interesting. It has images that you would put on a shelf, and then a large die with spaces for you to make little shelves, and you can put them back in and make little doors or drawers. And this one really intrigued me, but I have not gotten it yet. Maybe I'll be able to borrow it from somebody. The Friendly Foliage was a bundle that I kind of had my eye on, and I went ahead and bought it, and then I started getting a bunch of samples from my friends. Friendly Foliage has a great mixed font set of greetings. Here for you always, wishing you all the best. Get well soon. Sending love. You're on my mind and in my heart, and thinking of you. There is a rectangle image with the leaves that kind of come outside the box, and then a couple other images that you can use as accessory images. The stamps are kind of fun, because there are 2 ways that you can die cut this stamped image. You can die cut it as a whole image, and you see that here on this card. This is from Dina Rico. And so you can stamp and then die cut, and this is all solid underneath. Or, you know what? Nobody did it the other way. I guess we're just going to have to make a card, and I'll show you. The other way that you can die cut it is so that those images, or it's kind of like empty inside. Does that make sense? I'm just going to show you, and we'll walk through it. So the Friendly Foliage stamp set and dies. Here's the card from Dina. And this also is a new background stamp that's available now, starting with the online exclusives. It is called Lasting Linen, and it's just one of those really big stamps. I love that. Dina used Secret Sea along with Darling Duckling on her card. Here's one from Leanne Greff, and she used the same die to die cut the image here. A little bit of that Pattern of Beauty embossing folder and some of the paper from Brushed with Beauty. And then also this one from Natalie Travis. And I love how she did the Gathering Leaves embossing folder, because I feel like that shape in the embossing folder like really reflects the same kind of idea with the image as well. Can you see that in the background? This is Garden Green and Soft Seafoam. Let's take a quick look at how this image die cuts. I wasn't necessarily planning to do a card with this stamp set. I've been wanting to, but I have another card prepped for a different stamp set, so we'll make this happen. All right, so here's the stamp. We are going to need that big block. Oh, well, I'll have to do my stamping later on the insert. I just need to go through all the stamps that I got and do that stamping like I showed you with the first set, but you don't need to watch me do all of that. Do need to put this one away though. Oh my goodness. Okay. So here's how I plan to put the stamps away. I'm going to put that, peel that thin layer off, put it down. And oh, that's still green. That's funny. Let's try it again. I need to wet my chamois again. I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to put it down and line it up so it matches. You've got this. Still looking so green. Oh my gosh, I promise I'll clean it better when we're done. And then this is going to go right on the top. And so those are connected like that. Okay, what color should we stamp? I don't have a plan for this card, so let's figure this out together. Let's maybe use a little bit of the Hobby Haven designer paper, and I don't know, let's maybe do something on the blue. This is Coastal Cabana, so let's try some Coastal Cabana. That's a color I don't use very often. It's in the Brights color family. I think I just don't use the Brights in general a whole lot. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then let's get out the die. And so I was telling you there are two ways to use these dies. Looks like we also have some detail dies, very pretty here. So this one lines up over the image, and just like we saw in the samples, you're going to get that solid image underneath. If you add this other die, then it's going to die cut around the inside as well. So let's see what that looks like. I'll make sure it gets all lined up. Okay, and then I'm gonna strap it down good, and we're gonna send it through. I think we could fit this through the mini machine if we just cut it down a little. So let's get out Desi. And let's see what this is going to look like. Hello, Deborah from Yorkshire, England. Penny from Portland. I always love to see where you guys are all from. We're so spread out. I just think technology is so fun, isn't it? That like you could be chatting with someone who lives across the country or across the world. Oh, look at that. That's how I get rid of all the little... it's metal. It can handle it. So here is the difference. You kind of get that whole die cut thing out of the outside. And so one way I thought about doing this is adding another layer of cardstock behind it. So let's see really quick. Looking for some Coastal Cabana cardstock. Now you can have it just be just like that. Ooh, earthquake. But if you wanted to add a layer behind it so that it's blue underneath, that's what that would look like. So you could use it by itself, or you can layer it. I kind of like it layered. I think that looks nice. We're gonna make a monochromatic card with this DSP. And so let's cut a little piece. This is going to be 2 inches by 5.5. And we're just going to go across our card base. I'm getting out some thick white cardstock. And put away our dies. This is the thing I kind of struggle with, is all the paper and the sliding in and out, and it just feels so clumsy. Oops, I want to get out a greeting. My favorite greeting of all time is thinking of you. And so I'm going to do that one. And then I like this one. It says, here for you always. We're going to do some stamping on the inside too. Thinking of you. Here for you always. Okay. For the front, let's add our designer paper across. This is 2 inches by 5.5. Oh, Sherry says, so glad you're demonstrating this set because it was confusing. I do think it's hard sometimes to see things online and really like understand what they're meant for. So that's what this video is all about, kind of showing you all of the things that are part of the online exclusive so that you can see what they're all about and be inspired. And this is all just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I feel like I've hardly had a chance to play. And so there is definitely more to come. I feel like we are needing a little bit of, oh my gosh, will you guys kill me? Don't kill me, okay? I have such a hard time with white. I have such a hard time with white because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's so plain. So I'm going to do something. We're going to cut some Pool Party. And we're going to add a layer underneath that, okay? This is going to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then this will go across, and then this will go on top like that. Do you like that better? I think I like that. And I kind of want to add some stamping. On the, I don't know, is it too much? Do you like that? Maybe it needs to be darker, like the Coastal Cabana. I am struggling. What do you guys think of this card? I want to find some ribbon. I think that technically this ribbon is gone. It is an iridescent striped ribbon, but I just love like the soft, this kind of soft layer of this ribbon. So forgive me if you can't get this one anymore. I'm sure there's another one that's similar. Should we ditch the designer paper? Yeah, Jennifer, I agree. I think the problem is the designer paper. It does detract from the image. Penny, I'm agreeing with you guys. Did I hear someone say tear it? Hear somebody say, did I read? Tear number 1. Like tear the, I don't know that I would like the tearing at this point. Let's do some ribbon. We're just going to keep it simple over here. I think this is going to work out good. We do need to add our sentiment, so I'm going to do that on a little piece of white. Oh, that is not a straight line. Okay, let's go with 3/4 of an inch. That should cover it. Coastal Cabana. Sorry, I'll be in range here. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I'm so glad that I got this set. Okay, we're going to put, this down. For the inside, I have more stamping. Here for you always. Little stamping in there. Gotta make your envelope match too when you are stamping at home. Grab your envelope. Stamp a little leaf on there too. Boop. Just a little something. Okay. back and forth with the ribbon, so kind of like a figure 8. I like the ends to be longer than the loops. And I'm going to add edge right there. When you run out of hands, use your scissors to help you. Tear and tape over the top to hold it down. Then we're gonna add our focal point with Stampin' Dimensionals. We're definitely gonna need some gems to go with the ribbon and bling up our card, don't you think? Let's see. Oh, we gotta add our sentiment. We cannot forget that. I feel like a card is naked without words. I know some of you disagree with me, but I don't know. I just like to have some words on the front. Okay, even a matching envelope tonight. Look at us. Let's find some bling. In my box, I have stuff that's current, stuff that's not. And so you will have to forgive me if I end up choosing something that is not. Oh, these are just kind of plain white dots, which I sort of love to go with that. These are frosted iridescent dots. These are part of the Aurora Lights suite. That one's really pretty. Don't think I like those. Ooh, these are part of the Peaceful Garden suite, and there are white flowers. I don't know if I like that with the leaves. Some different options. Let's see. What's that? Oh, that's balmy blue, I think. The ones I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure are retired. Ooh, I don't know about these. The basic jewels, the iridescent, or pearls. I kind of like those pearls. I think these are the ones I was thinking of, the faceted gems, but I think that those are retired on the last chance list. I don't keep track, but make sure you check out the last chance list because there is always something fabulous there. All right, what are you guys thinking? Where are you leaning here? Pecan pie, that would be interesting, Robin. So far our card is pretty monochromatic, and so I think I'm gonna keep it that way and use white or iridescent. I'm kind of digging these pearls. Color the pearls, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna leave them white, but I can show you how to color them really quick if you want. Have you guys ever done that where you've colored your embellishment to be whatever color you need it to be? It's kind of a fun way to coordinate. So you're gonna take your Stampin' Blend marker. Oh, this is dark summer splash, so not quite the same, not quite the right color, but you can color it easier with the brush tip and customize it. So that's what the blue would look like if we use the blue. But I kind of like the white. I think that pops nicely with the white on our card. But that's a fun idea. Okay, well, there you go. A little unplanned, but another card for us. And this is the, what is this one called again? Put that away so I don't lose it. Friendly Foliage. One of the new bundles from Online Exclusives. Friendly Foliage. Was this one on your list before? Have I added it? If it wasn't on the list, is it on the list now? I was on the fence. It wasn't on my first order, but I'm so glad that I did get it. Because I think it's going to be really, really pretty in any of those colors. Okay, let's move on. After Friendly Foliage, we've got some other really amazing bundles for you. One of them is, I'm kicking myself for not getting the coordinating dies, but I did get the stamp set. Swirled Designs has some dies that have, can you see, sort of like these very detailed thin outlines. So there's oval and a diamond, a star, kind of fun little shapes. They're very delicate. I really just liked the background design of the Swirled Designs. I did get a card from Barb Mullican that uses one of those detailed dies, the flower on top of the shape. And so I kind of love it, and I'm wishing maybe I had gotten those dies. So this one's called Swirled Designs. Now Barb's card does use that same embossing folder, that beautiful pattern. Is that what it was called? We're just seeing it all over everything, aren't we? Yeah, beautiful pattern. I did get it right. Sort of that quilty pattern. This is Misty Moonlight with a little bit of paper from the Hobby Haven. And Cue the Confetti comes from Banner Sayings. Love the layering there. So this is the Swirled Designs. And kind of a fun one. Like I said, I think I might have to cave and get the dies. You should just get them together because you save 10% when you buy the stamp sets and the dies together. And so that's kind of an amazing savings. Here's another one that I was kind of on the fence about. It's called Delicate Framing, and it has some very detailed kind of twirly frame elements that you can use to build a frame. So each of these are like different pieces. And then a really great sentiment set. Big hugs, simply the best. So very thankful, here for you, so happy for you. I didn't get that one. I did get Valentine Kisses, and we're going to make a card, but we're going to end with that. So I want to show you a few more samples first. So Valentine Kisses, I got the stamp set. I borrowed the dies from Margot. I just thought these bears were so cute. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let me look at some of these other bundles and show you. So the Cake Day bundle is super fun because it has one of those dies that like opens up and has a fold in the middle. So here's a card from Monica Davis, and you can see on her card that die kind of opens up. So you have this really fun like cake, and she has candles back here, which are kind of hard to see against the designer paper. This is that Brush with Beauty designer paper, but there's some really fun kind of build your cake slice images and dies that are part of this bundle, Cake Day. I think I know someone who has it, so I think I'm going to try to borrow it and share it in another video. I really love the little card they have here with the chocolate and the gold little sparklers on the candles. So this is kind of a fun one to make some birthday cards. Love that sample from Monica. And then Outdoor Adventure coordinates with the new designer paper scrapbooking kit that we have in the annual catalog. Let me get it and show you really quick. Here it is. There is a scrapbooking kit called Weekend Adventures, and some of the images like in the designer paper very much have this outdoor adventure vibe, and so I think that this paper goes really nicely with the Weekend Adventures designer paper and the scrapbook kit. There actually is, I think, a workshop kit, scrapbooking workshop kit with the same vibe. Yeah. And this is more like hiking. I don't know. I just think they go really nicely together. Outdoor adventure. This new bundle has the deer silhouette, the fox silhouette, some fantastic sort of scrapbooking oriented words, adventure, let's explore the great outdoors. And I do have a card sample from Kelly Atchison, and she used a layer of vellum to kind of soften the stamped background there. It looks like designer paper. In fact, I thought it was the first time I saw it, and I thought, oh my gosh, like I missed that paper, but it's not paper. It's just a custom stamped background covered with the vellum to kind of soften that up a little bit. So that is the Outdoor Adventure Bundle, brand new in the November online exclusives. And then another bundle, and I didn't get this one either, is called Pop-Up Petals. And I wish that I could show you this one a little bit better, because this little mechanism is a pop-up that you can use to make like a flower box inside. I'll have to see if I can find someone that has it so I can borrow it, but I do have this card from Betsy Kreider, and she used the die to die cut the vase using some paper from the Brush with Beauty. This is Darling Duckling and Early Espresso. I love this color combination. It feels so fresh, and I really like Betsy's clean and simple design here with the vases and the flowers. It's just really lovely. There's also a cute little butterfly in this set, a rose, maybe like a tulip image, and some sunflowers, like a grouping of them. And then some fantastic sentiments. Grateful for your friendship. Thanks for being there. You make my life better just by being in it. And you get me, and I appreciate that. I love those. So that's Pop-Up Petals, and it has that little pop-up die that's going to be for the inside of the card. So we'll see if I can get that one to play around with and share with you. All right, so a few more items, and then we're going to make our Valentine card. There are some standalone products that aren't part of a suite and aren't part of a bundle. One of those is the Whispers of Texture cardstock. This is a specialty paper that comes in 12 by 12, and you're going to get several sheets of each pattern. Can you see the pattern as it come through on the camera? One of them is like a very subtle stripe, and the other one is almost a canvas. And I think it would be so pretty to stamp on this, and maybe we should just try that really quick. Like, I'm not going to make a full card, but where's our Brushed with Beauty? I thought it would be so pretty to stamp the flower on the canvas and kind of get that extra texture. So let's just see what that looks like real quick. I'm going to use Calypso Coral. And I'm going to stamp off the bottom layer. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. I love how it picks up that texture. We'll add our detailed dark over the top. Really, really pretty. I kind of like that. So if you want just a little texture to your stamp image, this is called the Whispers of Texture 12 by 12 paper, and it does come in 12 by 12. So you can cut it down, and then you'll be able to like die cut this image and use that on a card or scrapbook page or however you want to add just a little texture to your stamping. Okay. Another item that's sort of standalone by itself is the doilies. The lovely doilies come in two colors, Bubble Bath and Real Red, and it comes in two different sizes. So you're going to get some of each color in each size. And these are laser cut, so they're ready to go and to put on your card, whether you're using the entire thing or just part of it. You could also put that on a scrapbook page and kind of layer them. You could use the other side if you just want it to be all white. And you can see better here how the laser cut hearts in the center look. They're so pretty. And so we are going to use one of these on our card and create a card with the Valentine set. So let's do that next. I think that was everything. I talked about the lasting linen background stamp. I don't have that one, but that's also standalone by itself. And I didn't show you earlier, but we do have that banner sayings stamp set with a punch. I love this one. I'm kind of afraid about this this punch selling out because I just think it's going to be so popular. So if you are wanting it, I would try to order right away so that you're not disappointed and have to wait. If it does sell out, there's no doubt in my mind that it will come back. So if you don't get it before it sells out, don't worry, like it'll come back. But I do think it's going to be kind of popular. Here it is on this card. I use the banners on the inside and on the front. So I just think it's so versatile, and the sentiments in this set are just really good. So give me a thumbs up, raise your hand if this is something that's on your wish list. The banner sayings, stamp set and punch. Of course, you want to get them together in the bundle because you'll save 10% that way. All right, let's get out our Valentine Kisses stamp set bundle. Before I do that, I don't want to forget, there are 2 new kits that came out November 1st. The Everyday Beauty kit has a lot of floral imagery, really pretty, and the Adventure Awaits is more whimsical and kind of fun. It has some cars, sort of a retro feel to it. So if you are loving kits collections, there are 2 new ones that just came out this week, November 4th. I've got them on order, so I'll share them once I get them. They look really gorgeous. The Everyday Beauty kit looks like it has that wax seal kind of feel to it. So I'm kind of excited. This one has a stamp set to go with it. This one does not. So just to give you an idea about pricing, usually the ones without stamps are cheaper. Okay, Valentine Kisses. I don't know what it was about these kissy face bears. Maybe it was the cute little teddy bear or the little birds. I just couldn't resist. I don't normally get Valentine things, but I just thought this one was too cute. So I'm going to make a card using the Valentines. And I borrowed Margot's stamp set so I could do this. Her dies. I got the stamps. She got the dies. I love how Margot organizes her dies. She takes a photocopy. She has like a printer at home with a scanner. And so she just takes it and she puts it down and she scans and prints it so that she has this little guide to know exactly what dies go in there and how they go back on the sheet, which is something I struggle with so much. So I love that. And she's also got the name of it here and the number just in case this gets separated from this, which I'm sure has happened before. So I die cut the little banner ahead of time. I'm using Petal Pink and the Real Red Doily, and then the designer paper is from the Hobby Haven. So my plan was to use Hobby Haven on all of the cards, except then we decided not to, so that's okay. All right, I've got crumb cake for my card base. We're going to do a little piece down the middle. So this is 3 inches, 2 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. And then our doily right in the middle, a 2 3/8 inch circle. And my plan is to stamp the bear and color it. And somewhere buried under all of my cards that I shared with you are my stamps. So let's get these out and do some stamping. I'm going to color with I think crumb cake to match the card base. So let's get those markers. And it looks like I have several. There's a light. There's a dark, there's another dark, there's another dark. Why do I have so many dark crumb cakes? I guess we'll find out. Maybe one of them isn't good anymore. I'm notorious for just putting it back on my shelf and then getting them mixed up. I am going to use our cute little kissy face Our cute little bear. Oh my goodness. He is cute. And I thought these wings were kind of precious too. And so I am going to do the wings. And the words I picked out were bear hugs and kisses. And I'm kind of thinking I want to bring in a little bit of red. So let's do that. Since we've got the red doily, let's do some red words to go with it. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Okay. And we'll color our bear with the, well, that looks pretty good, with the crumb cake. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I'm starting with the light crumb cake. And then I'll go back and add a little bit of shading with the darker crumb cake. So here's the dark one. Oh, see that frayed tip? That's probably one of the bad ones. That one looks better. Just gonna come along like the outline here. You can go back with the lighter color and blend that if you don't like such a strong line. And I'm gonna bring in a little pink. Oh, there it is. A little petal pink for his ears, maybe a little on his nose. I was thinking I'd give him like a little blush. Should I put lipstick on him? No lipstick. Okay. For the wings, how about some Wink of Stella? Oops. That was weird. I always feel like I open up a new one and then it's gone right away. I can hear it. Do you hear it? Maybe that's not the new one. Same problem. I have so many. I'm holding them up to light to see which one's got juice in it. Is it that one? This one's old. But I think this one might have, sometimes with my old Wink of Stellas, I add a little bit of alcohol. Oh, that's blending. I just blend all the black lines. I'm going to try again here. And actually, I think I'm going to do a little bit of petal pink. On the wings, like, not the whole wing, but just sort of like the outline of the wing. That was maybe more than I intended. And then I'm going to be careful with the Wink of Stella and try to avoid the black lines. Little shimmer, it's hard to see. on camera. Okay, this has some coordinating dies. So we're going to die cut, they're out. We're going to die cut the bear and the wings. This has like little kissing booth, which I think is just so fun. Okay, where did my little tape go? Aha, reuse our tape from earlier. And get our die cutting machine. Oh, Sherry, thank you. She says, I always say I don't like to color, but she says I'm good at it. I don't know if I'm good. I feel like I rush too much. I don't mind coloring easy things, but lots of detail. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like I rush too much. So it's not something that I particularly enjoy. But sometimes you can just gotta color and add a little bit. I don't know what to do with this banner, but gosh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is another kind of clean and simple layout, but it is just too cute. What do you think we should do about the banner, the little pink banner? I think that we need to use it. I mean, we don't have to, but I like that little detail. I just think it's kind of fun. And for embellishments, do we only have one thing of embellishments? Oh no, ooh, yeah, the pearls. Where'd those go? The pearls from the, here we go. There's white pearls in there that are gonna be, we should have used those on the other card. Why didn't we do that? I forgot about them. That's okay. All right, let's add this down. Right in the center. This is 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. And just trimming a little bit off there. Brenda's asking about the tape. Actually, this was a gift from a friend. The labeling and cover up tape. It's by Post-it. I think it was ordered on Amazon originally, and it came in a package of 2, if I remember right. So this is a really great tape. There's probably similar products like this, but I like it because it's not overly sticky, and so it holds down the die without tearing the paper, which I think is really good. So definitely recommend that. I love that. Kathy is pointing out that the die for the bear, this bear, the die comes with slits where his arms are so that you can have him hold the teddy bear or the bouquet or like the jar. And so I think that's kind of fun, like a little interactive die. So it does die cut the top and the bottom of the arms. I'm gonna have to play some more with this set because it is so cute. I'm definitely not done. And we got a ways to go before Valentine's Day, so I have lots of time to make some more cards with this cute set. Okay, you guys were saying put the banner behind the bear. So kind of like that. I think, does that work? Or does that look silly to kind of have it be? Okay, let me know yay or nay on the banner. Do you like that? Meanwhile, I'm going to add the wings to the back of the bear. I'm using a glue dot to attach that. So I'm just going to take that off. And that seems right. Our little angel bear. He's going to go on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm seeing a couple nays on the nay on the banner. I'm kind of feeling the same way. Like, it just seems like it gets covered up. It's a little distracting, perhaps. I've got a dimensional on one side, and then it's over the bear a little bit there. And then I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to add this. Now, these doilies are so cute and just add so much personality to this card. I wasn't so sure. I always get like all the new things, you know, when it comes to like the paper and the embellishments and the ribbon and stuff. So I got it without a plan, but oh my gosh, it's so cute, right? I think it really makes this card a little something frilly, a little something Valentine-y. I love that. Let's add some pearls. We're going to use the beautiful pearls, I think they're called. Pearls of Beauty. Same thing. And we'll add, oh, is this too much white though? I don't know. Maybe it's like nice and subtle. And it doesn't like, it doesn't overpower. I'm leaving it on 2. If you want, you can add more. I just don't know where to put it. Down there? That seems random. Did the 2 go down there? And the 1 goes up there? Then that seems random. Oh, why do I struggle? The banner on the inside, that is a good plan. Let's do a little bit on the inside because, gosh, these bears are just so cute. What should we put on the inside with the banner? It says, bear hugs and kisses on the front, sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. That seems good. And then, oh, maybe a little bird. Oh my gosh. Definitely the most adorable little bird that you've ever seen. We're going to cut a little white for the inside. And let's do red words. And a black outline. And a little pink bird. With a little red. Oh, that's a bad tip. Very frayed. A little red beak. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He is so adorable. And we'll have a little, oh, yes, adorable. I'm making it hard to resist. I know, I'm so sorry. I should put a warning on my videos. If you don't think you want to buy anything, don't watch my videos because I'll probably change your mind. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to know, tell me though what I changed your mind on. Tell me specifically, was it the Valentine bear? Was it the delicate, what was that one called? Delicate leaf? With the blue one. Delicate Creative Haven. Sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. This one is my favorite. I think so. Bear Hugs and Kisses. Oh my gosh, you guys. This one's called Valentine Kisses. And there's so much time for Valentine's Day that it's not too late. In fact, it just started. So you have lots of time to get the Valentine Kisses bundle. Let's take a look at all of the cards that we made. And then I have some fun mail call to share with you, including an amazing project from Sharon that she sent for our anniversary. Oh my goodness, you guys are not going to want to miss this. All right, so here was card number 3. If you're joining late, we also made this card. What was the name of this bundle? Why can I not remember? Friendly Foliage. So Friendly Foliage. And then we also made a card with the Hobby Haven. And I like that inside too. That was a fun inside. I challenged myself to use that busy designer paper to create a card. So we made cards tonight and shared some project ideas using the November online exclusives. All of these products are available right now for you to order. And you can check them out in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. You can get this download, the product list. It's linked up in the chat as well as in the video description. If you would like to download and print that list to go with your catalog. Tell me which of these is your favorite, or which of these do you feel like now you might have to add to your list? Did I change your mind on something? So leave a comment and let me know. I'm going to show you some of the Happy Mail that I've gotten. In my reflection about my top performer awards, I guess I have to say little asterisks. This is something that very few demonstrators achieve. In fact, I was number 20 overall out of like 30,000 demonstrators. So I think that's like a 1,000th of a percent or something like that. I was reflecting about how it's the things that really make a difference aren't reflected in those awards, and how it is all the things that we all do in the sharing and creative and inspiring each other and in sending cards and encouraging words to others. And so I say that as we get out the Happy Meal because I want to encourage you, as I do every week, to make cards and share them with the people around you, because we truly do make a difference when we send cards and share a little bit of love and a little bit of stamped art. What do we say? That a card is a hug with a fold in the middle. And so I encourage you very much to send encouraging words to your friends this week, to your family, to your loved ones, to strangers, whoever. And I hope that you will join me in doing that, whether it is inspired by one of these designs or something else entirely, perhaps inspired by some of the Happy Meal that I'm going to share with you. So let me put these aside. I have some cards, a couple from Halloween, a couple from the Great Big Card Swap, and then I also have, I'm going to show you all the cards from my team. We did a 1-for-1 card swap, and so I've got some cards that they created that I'm going to share with you, and then I'll show you Sharon's amazing project. So this first Halloween card comes from Sandy Coy Emery. She is the queen of sending Happy Mail, and she's always sending me beautiful cards. And so Sandy, thank you so much for your Happy Meal, for thinking of me, and for always sending me a little note of encouragement. It really, really means a lot to me. I also received a Halloween card. Both of these, by the way, were on time before Halloween. I'm just sharing them late. This one is from Trina Hilligoss, and she cut off the front and turned it this way as a layer on her card. Really love this cute little card using some older designer paper from Stampin' Up! For Halloween. Less stricken, more treating. I love that sentiment. So fun. The cute little detail dies that go with it. And then, of course, the little star in the corner. I love that. Another one, this one is from Sandy again, using some pieces from the paper pumpkin. I think this was the August paper pumpkin, the fall for Twal. So fun with those die cut pieces. I love kits, whether you're making them just as they are or kind of using the pieces to do your own thing. It's such a great springboard for creativity. This card came recently from Yvette Klein using With You in Mind. And I love this paper. This was an extra design I shared as part of my Million Sales Retreat, With You in Mind, that we did in January, I think it was. So Yvette, thank you so much for your sweet note. I loved seeing this card again and being reminded of that fun fold. I got my very first Christmas card. This is from my upline, Kim Peck. She sent an early Christmas gift, and so she sent a Christmas card as well. And I love that so much. I haven't even thought about all the Christmas cards that I need to send, and I love that she's already sending them. I'm getting ready for Christmas. I'm ready to put the tree up. It might be up before Thanksgiving this year. We'll see. Love that card from Kim and the cute little stars. This anniversary card was from Linda Vanderspool. That's right. I love this designer paper. It was from Celebration a couple years ago. Don't remember the name of it, but just really pretty. You don't need to do a lot sometimes with this gorgeous designer paper, just a little stamping on there. Linda, thank you so much for thinking of us. Jim and I celebrated, I know I've talked about it 100 times, we celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary last month in October. This gorgeous card celebrating our anniversary from Deanna Oosterud, and she used the Floral Impressions designer paper and the coordinating detailed die cuts. I love these colors. Some Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Old Darling Duckling, some Old Olive Garden Green kind of color in there, and the embossed Copper Sentiment, Time to Celebrate. Some of these are double cards from the Great Big Card Swap. This one from Cheryl Workman has a card that kind of pulls out. I love that fun fold. Using the Gathering Together designer paper, she stamped on the background. She stamped on the designer paper to kind of customize it and use the Spotlight on Nature dies for the sentiment. This one came from Mesa Sama, and she used some older designer paper, and I love that little sentiment from the Charming Sentiments. You are so loved. A couple different options for the inside. I made you a card because you're worth it. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. Dainty designs. Thank you, Sherry. You still have some. All right, moving on to our team swap. We do this every couple months. We do a one for one swap. So that means that we send cards directly to each other. So I'll send you a card and I'll get one back. So one for one, we trade one card for one card. And so I get to swap with everybody, and these are all the cards that I received. So this is from Margot Richardson, using that Merry Christmas stamp and the branching, I think it's called Branching Out with the dies. Oh my gosh, I love that one. Do you guys have this one yet? It's a must-have. This one came from Mel Lampert, and it uses that baking set. It's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. I love that. Season's Eatings. Here's one from Barb Price, and this is an easel card using the Autumn Toile designer paper. I kind of love that long, skinny little piece there for the easel. Wasn't that fun? A little Amber Autumn image here from the annual catalog, or not annual, the mini catalog, and the Gathering Leaves embossing folder. Here's one from Terry Biggs that uses one of my great big cards, the back pocket card layouts. And I am giving a second look to this stamp set with the mittens and the sweater and the hat. I might have to look at that one again. Wishing you good things. Love that with the Gathering Together paper. Here's a card from my mom, Susan LaCroix. She combined several different things here. She used the Lights of Aurora designer paper with the Autumn Trees dies and the Peaceful Garden stamp set with the Peace on Earth. So pretty. I love the way that one turned out. Another card, this one is from April Booth, using the cute little set from... I think it's from, is it from the mini catalog or is it in online exclusives? It's so hard to keep those straight. There's that sweater one I was just showing you. I think the other one, I think it's in the online exclusives, the September ones. Which okay, I'm going crazy. Was it in the mini catalog? Was it in the July online exclusives? Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, it's a cute stamp set. It has the llama. It has the little wiener dog. It's so adorable. I love this one for Christmas with that Christmas paper. There's a little doggy. So cute. Love that from April. This card from Heather Trudeau wasn't part of our swap, but just another one that she sent me. And she also used one of the back pocket card layouts for this one and some of the Floral Charm designer paper. Love these colors together. Navy with some of that peach pie. And this one from Robin Satterwhite using the Gathering Together suite. And I love this large leaf that she die cut with the two-tone cardstock and then doing some texturizing with the sanding and the crumpling. It really makes that big leaf look so pretty. Last one for my team, this one from Carmen Melendez using the Traditions of Christmas designer paper. It has kind of a little fun fold there. I love that. And just a reminder again that Traditions of Christmas designer paper is back in stock if you've been waiting for it. So fun. So I love swapping with my team. I just always feel so inspired by what they're creating and what they're sharing. So thank you so much, team, for sending all your cards. Thank you for everyone who sent me Happy Mail. Speaking of Happy Mail, are you guys ready for this? This gift is from Sharon Groves to celebrate our anniversary. And oh my goodness, Sharon, you have completely outdone yourself. I was sharing this with someone in person and they said, oh, how long did that take her to make? So Sharon, you'll have to tell us, how long did this take you to make? It comes in this beautiful gift box. So elegantly decorated using some of the colors from our wedding. We had like a maroon red bridesmaids dresses and flowers and accents for our wedding. I love that you used With You in Mind for the tag, thinking of you, and the Bow Wow punch, just so that I would have to say it, I think. Inside the box is the card. It's more than a card, it's an album, and I should have tied it so that you could see it better. Look at all the detail inside, lined as well. Sharon, wow. Okay, so this, I'm sorry I didn't tie it. Pretend it's tied back here. Here's the front. Oh, Julie and Jim with 25, and it's a book. And then it has a little easel. It says, congratulations. I know. Sharon, it's so incredible. And then inside here, with that folds, we have this amazing fold out with little flaps here for photos. I haven't had a chance to add the photos yet, but oh my gosh, what an amazing keepsake. I love that lasts a lifetime. And then a poem. Sharon always writes the most beautiful poems. It says, a love that's true, a little lace and something blue to celebrate a love that's true. The memories of that special day will never truly fade away. And though 25 years have come and gone, it's true love's bond that still lives on. For Julie and Jim, happy 25th anniversary. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try not to tear up, but Sharon, thank you so much for this amazing, amazing gift. I don't even know. I don't have the right words to say thank you, but you truly do touch people with your amazing art and your gift for creating the most unique and amazing gifts. Thank you so much to you, Sharon. Thank you for taking the time and blessing us with this gift. Okay, before I do start crying, love to all of you. Love to you, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing a little bit of time with me tonight. It turned out to be a lot of time. Thank you for sharing a lot of time with me tonight and creating. I hope that you feel inspired. I certainly do. I just want to keep crafting tonight. I might do that a little bit before I head to bed. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday for Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. We are going to continue playing with new online exclusives, and Mom and I will be sharing some projects using different bundles from the November online exclusives, so be sure to tune in for that. Not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing yet, but it'll be using something new, so you'll sure to be inspired. And then on Tuesday, we've got our great big card swap featuring winter holiday cards. And so I know you guys have sent in some gorgeous cards. I can't wait to share those with you next week. Don't forget, if you're still watching, if you would like to participate in the 12 Days of Christmas gift box, signups are happening right now. tinyurl.com/Julie gift box. I'll be sending out some invoices starting tonight. Thank you to everyone who's already signed up, and we'll be starting those daily videos December 1st, which is less than a month away. With the demonstrator pre-order happening on November 18th, I will have lots of sneak peeks to share during that video series. So there's not going to be any sneak peeks in the gift box because I can't order enough quantity for you guys yet, but there is going to be lots of sneak peeks in the daily video series. So if you'd like to follow along, open up your gift and be inspired, then be sure to check this out, tinyurl.com/Julie gift box. All right, that's it for now. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.